Hi eBoss Canada, I'm Amy Wright. Woo woo. I'm a choreographer and a casting director, and sometimes I'm a producer. What got me into dance is really just, I think that I loved it. When I was little, I had to dance. And I'm assuming my parents also just went with my wishes and put me into the studio. So I was one of those dance studio kids that started when I was 4 years old and kept dancing ever since. While I was at that theater school, I was an actor, dancer, singer, performer. Randolph School of the Arts, that's when I went to it. Randolph School of the Arts, and now it's Randolph RAPA. A fantastic program. It's a triple threat training program, so they do dancing, acting, and singing, and other things. And then I worked with a casting director. Her name is Stephanie Gorin, and she taught me everything about casting. She had me in her office. That was sort of my side job. So I was either performing or I was working in the casting office. And that grew and grew. And I sort of fell into casting because I work on a dance television show that almost all of the roles are dancers. So as a choreographer, I was running the auditions anyway, so then I got to be the casting director. But my dream job would certainly be to do a Broadway show. I would love to see within the dance industry the greater effects of community, more community support, people coming together and collaborating, people supporting each other, and less of the fierce competition. When you're competing, there's only going to be one winner, so the odds are in your favor that you are going to have a good experience doing what you're doing rather than be the winner. Even if you think of going to auditions and there's 100 people and they need to hire 4, that's 96 people that are there to have a great audition experience and learn from that, and 4 people that are getting the job. Yeah. So it's treating those moments as learning opportunities and sort of a community event where you're meeting like-minded people rather than worrying specifically about being hired. On the next step, it feels like we're a real dance studio, even though we're not. The dancers really, really support each other if one person is doing something amazing, then the other person wants to do what they're doing and learn from them. Or if one person is doing something amazing, the other person comes out and says, I'm going to be even more amazing. And then the next person is even more amazing and more amazing. And it's actually a really inspiring environment. So that's really cool. And that's what a lot of the dance shows are doing.
What's going on, eBoss Canada? My name is Andrew Pyro Chung, and I am a dancer. Dancing for me was actually just an outlet from different parts of my life, like bad influence that I had while growing up. I grew up in a minority area, and then once my parents got enough money to move out of that area, all of a sudden, I started, getting all these racial attacks and stuff because I was the first Asian family to move into my area. So I grew up with a lot of racism towards myself and my family. So once we grew up and got a little older, dancing was actually the first thing that I saw that was a multicultural thing where there was a cypher and everybody from different ages and different cultures were just dancing together, and that was the first thing that was really, really appealing to me. So by the time I was 14 years old and I saw my first cypher, dance circle, I knew it was something I needed to be a part of. So Amy, I've known for about a decade. When she reaches out to me, I will always be there to help her out, because she's always guided me and casted me in different things and helped me out with a lot of things in the past. So whenever she calls for me, if I could help her with her event or workshops or anything, I'll always be there for her. I took over a crew called Twisted Ankles Dance Crew, which started in 2000, but I also started dancing in the year 2000. So the first generation of that crew, of Twisted Ankles Dance Crew, they were my first mentors, and they taught me how to break dance first and taught me how to pop and just got my foundations. And then my first actual mentor that took me under his wing, his name is Dizzy from the Supernaturals. He lives in Korea now, but he's one of the top b-boys out there, and he, guided me into my first battle and encouraged me to go in and taught me how to do a lot of my foundational steps that I do now. So I would say that Dizzy would be my first mentor, and from there, I got into popping, I got into locking, and I just started traveling around the world. I miss the originality, I miss the authenticity, and I feel like creating these things and people sharing and having different movements, that's what the art is, right? Yeah. And now with YouTube coming around and social media, everyone is trying to look the same, right? There's one person there, and that's the trend maker. So everyone is trying to look like one person. So the more people show their self-expression and their own movements that they can create themselves, that just means there'll be more different trends, and there'll be more influences and more people being inspired, rather than just one person doing it, and then once they become old news, the next person and the next person. Like, why can't we all influence each other at the same time?
Kick step out, kick step out, kick step out, kick step out.
Perfect, you guys got it, okay? Keep those knees bouncing.
Hi, I'm PHOUTTHARATH, and I'm from London, Ontario. I'm a dancer, actor, singer, and I teach in a choreography as well. I was an athlete, but when I was a kid, I liked going to school dances and stuff like that, and just the energy and stuff, so I kind of dabbled in it. And then after high school, I was figuring out what I wanted to do, and I was like, am I gonna go to university? And I was about to go to university, and I'm like, nah, I wanna perform. That's what I want to do with my life. With this workshop with Amy, I went to an audition for The Next Step, and Amy so happened to be the casting director. Yeah, so she kind of saw my potential at the auditions and stuff. She wanted to give me some work and some help in the industry, so she kind of connected me with this awesome staff of teachers like Miles Faber and Pyro. Now I'm here.
Hey eBoss Canada, my name is Miles Faber, and I'm a dancer, actor, choreographer in Toronto. The first thing that really got me to dance, apart from, obviously I was a big fan of Michael growing up and things like that, there was a music video, It's Like That, Jason Nevins, It's Like That, and that's the way it is. When I saw that music video, I was like, what? Yo, it's crazy. They were breaking, and then I also saw the first move that I ever tried to learn, which is the side glide, and it was I would put it on the computer, and I'd watch it over and over again. And I'd put the mirror at my feet. I just had a long skinny mirror, and I'd put it on my feet, and I'd be looking at the video, and I'd be like, oh, okay, what's this upper body doing? And I would copy it like that, and that's kind of what first got me into dance. I didn't grow up dancing in a studio, but there was a woman named Tara Wilson, based out of Calgary, who really introduced me into popping and locking and house and hip-hop and all those different styles. And then from there, I went on to study with the B-Boys, the Electric Boogaloos, Papa P, Mr. Wiggles, Sugar Pop, Boogaloo Sam are some of the people that I've worked with over the years. But popping is my main dance. And my main teacher is Frank Boogie out of a group called the Boogie Brats, that are actually from Toronto, internationally known, but yeah, and that's my main teacher and my mentor. So You Think You Can Dance was crazy. For me especially, because most of those styles I had never ever done, let alone heard of. Like the Viennese waltz, and I had no idea what that was, foxtrot or whatever. While everyone else was sleeping in the hotel room, because we share hotel rooms, there'd be 4 or 5 guys to a hotel room.